Hello, hello, hello! It is me. I am finally back. And here we are with some more Persona 5. Mappin'. Woohoo! Okay, so we are loading up the map just so I can see, well, just so I can show you all what the progress is and what I am planning to do today. Hello, One Nikeo. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I still have my frame counter on. Need to turn that off. Because it is ugly. I don't like it. Okay, let's turn off that frame counter first of all. Why is my escape? Oh, there we go. I think it was just lagging. What are we on? Graphics and draw FPS. Okie dokie. So here's what we got. We've got the debug outputting the location of where we are right now. We've got all of these doors functioning. Of course, we're not actually going to be able to manually open and close them when the map's finished. This is just for testing, basically. They'll be open and closed through souls instead, so we can see we're in the center now. If we go to say that one, which is number 10, it will say locate at 10 as soon as we enter this room. Voila. That is good. Yeah, that is. So the next thing we're gonna want to do is make it so the zombies don't spawn in ones that aren't accessible. Because at the moment, as you can see, they're just standing there, and that is not okie dokie. Because that is poor game design. If we open a door though, then they'll come to us. So basically, how this will work is, say, if we go in this one, which is locator 4, and the door's closed, then at the moment zombies can only spawn from this window here. Or that's how they will, that's how they should be. At the moment they spawn everywhere, but they should only be able to spawn at this window here. Now if, say, we've got this door open, and that one's 5 I assume, this door open, and we're in the center, then they'll be able to spawn at window 4 and 5, because those are the two accessible ones. If, say, we go in here to locate a 5, and the door's open, they'll be able to spawn at any other ones that have the door open as well as number 5. So in this case, they'll spawn at 4 and 5. So that is basically what we're going to be working on today. We're just getting it so the zombies are actually spawning at the right places. That is very mean, Neo Freeman. Why will Elwood not show up? Is he too scared? And yes, Restreambot can do that. It is awesome. It's actually been, it's hard to say, Nikeo, because I have taken so many breaks from this map. I guess I started it probably about 4 months ago. But I just keep taking so many breaks from it because I keep getting burnt out with it. I don't know why, because I love this map. So I don't know why I keep getting burnt out with it. But at the moment, the main stuff is done after we get this spawning sorted. So I don't think it should take too much longer till it's finished. After we've done that, it's mostly just the smaller bits, like the boss battle, which I still haven't decided on yet, the extra characters, the character selection screen, and stuff like that, really. Oh my god, it's Elwood! It's about time you called a damn stream. Yes, we are doing some stuff now, basically. You are going to be learning from the pro here. Fuck's sake, why is this opening a new window? There we go. It really depends how lazy I am, Nikeo. If I keep this up with the pace I'm going at the moment, I would say probably maybe in about 3 weeks. But if I keep being lazy, then probably 2 months. Yes, I am good, Figure Elwood. I am very, very good. I will load up the map for you if you want, because I guess you only just joined. So you haven't even seen anything on it yet other than the screenshots. Because you are a noob. Maybe these mapping streams will actually get you back into development on your own as well. Well, actually there's not going to be an Easter egg in this map, to be fair, so I mean, this map will still be kind of, well, not complicated, but there's a lot in it, so maybe you could do a guide on it if you want that isn't the Easter egg. Although there will be a viable ending and a boss battle, so I don't know, it's kind of an Easter egg, kind of not, I guess. Yes, that's another reason why I wanted to stream it as well, because a lot of stuff changes between the development process to the end result. Like, this Twisted Match map was actually going to be a lot different before. So yeah, just this streaming stuff is pretty damn cool, because then you get to see the progress. Oh no, that's sad to hear, but yeah, that's fair enough. You are kind of a coded noob anyway. But yes, this is the main UI and stuff that I've done so far. I've got some hacks here to get points, so let me do that. This is the mystery box. So the cool thing about this is they give you the choice of 2 weapons, and you can only choose one. Oh my god, why is it lagging? Okay, that's weird. This left one's always going to be the monkey bomb at the moment, just for testing. So I'll take the VSS or whatever. But the other cool thing is, if I get some more freaking money.
Good morning.
Come on. If I don't want either of these, I can actually decline it by going in the middle here and getting half of my points back instead. Which is pretty bonkers. Although I think it just said to get 175 points back, which it shouldn't be. It should be like 80 points. But yes, you kind of get the idea. And the perks look pretty cool as well, I'm not gonna lie. The perk icons, that is. I like it. I think I did a really good job on his HUD, that's for sure. So yes, basically, all of these doors here are going to be soul doors. So you could fill them up to open them, and then fill them up again to close them and shit. But like, if you're filling them up, you don't necessarily want them open, but because this is such a small space, you're pretty much always going to be filling them up, because, well, you're probably going to be killing a zombie by a door. At least some of the time, so it should get interesting. So yeah, basically now I'm making it so the zombies only spawn at the ones that are open. So at the moment they should only be able to spawn at this window, which obviously they're not at the moment because I haven't coded it. But if I open this door as well, then they can spawn at both of these windows. Or if I go in here and close this door, then they can only spawn at this window, kind of thing. And me manually opening and closing this will not be in the final version. This is just for the testing, pretty much, which is pretty bonkers. Oh yes, and of course the special, I forgot about that. So that's what the SP thing is down in the bottom right. So if I get some SP, if I can find my debug thing for it, there it is. If I max that out, then each character has their own special skill. So for this one in particular, it is give all players infinite ammo for 40 seconds. So I can activate that, and now I do indeed have infinite ammo for 40 seconds. Which is pretty crazy. Boom, 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 boom. And yes, some special skills will be better than others. And of course there will be a character selection screen as well, so you don't necessarily have to have a random one each time. So yes, that is pretty much the map so far. So now it is time to do some crazy shit. Which basically means coding. So that is what we are going to do. So first we need to find our window spawn things, which are here. So these are of course the things that are activating all of the windows at the moment. And at the moment on default they're all getting set to be active, which we don't. We do not want that at all. So at the moment we're just going to comment that out, so that doesn't even execute. So now none of the windows will be active, so zombies will have nowhere to spawn, which is tragic, but that's just how it is. We gotta do some more coding to get it all working. This is how we find where the player is. So this is where most of the code for that is gonna be. And I've already got it so if the player is in last stand or something, the zombies won't spawn in their area. Okay. So basically first, we're gonna need to figure out whether the door is open or closed. I don't remember though if I have already done that. I think I'd do it down here or something. Door is closed. Yes, okay. But the thing is though, this is just a private variable, so I need to make like an array of all of the doors to say whether they are open or closed. So I think we shall do that. Yes, we shall. What we'll do then, I think, we'll create a new array up here, a level array, so we can use it anywhere, and we'll call it area is open. And it's just going to be a blank array because we're going to add all of the indexes in here, which is basically the setup process for all of the doors. So we're looping through this a total of 14 times, from 0 to 15. Oh yes, I just remembered actually, 0 doesn't have a spawn point because that is, if this would kindly stop lagging, that is, 0 is this one, which is just a long corridor, because this is basically where the Bible ending is. This door isn't going to be a soul door, it's going to be like a challenge door. So when we complete all of the set challenges, this door will open, we can get to the Bible ending. I don't know what those challenges are going to be yet, but we shall see. But because array indexes start at 0, we're just going to have to put in a value there, but just not use the value, kind of thing. So we'll say array, not in capital letters, we don't want to shout at the code or whatever, level dot area is open. We'll add in false, and we'll do I for that. In fact, this shouldn't be locators.size, this should just be I as well, because it's literally just the same thing. Basically, the parameters for array, and that shouldn't be there, that should be a semicolon. So the first parameter is the array we want to insert the value into. The second parameter is the actual value we're inserting into it, so false meaning the area isn't open by default. And the third parameter being the index we want to insert it to, which if it's I, then it's literally just the length of the array so far, so we're always adding it to the back of the array. Okay, so that's this array all set up now. So at the moment we've just got a whole bunch of falses in there to say that the area isn't open. So now is where we want to put in here whether the area actually is open or not. So basically we are gonna do some stuff. Yes, exactly. For a start, we want to change this to 5 seconds because looping through this every half a second is a little bit too much. This is basically checking like what locations are available, but it's not going to matter if like an enemy spawns there and it's just there for 5 seconds or something and then they despawn. It doesn't have to be that perfect, so 5 seconds will just not use up as much power or whatever, it's going to be less strain on the map, which is always good, of course. So what we shall do, I think what we'll do is create a temporary array up here of all of the areas, and then when we loop down here to say whether the area is open or not, then we remove it from the array, so that any we have left in there at the ends will automatically be set to false. That's probably the best way we're gonna do it, I think. Or... yeah, because the problem is, if we set all of the values to false here at the start of every iteration of this, there'll be the tiny little section where actually, no, to be fair, I think that should be fine. So what we'll do, or we'll try this for now. This is what I'm always like with code, and I'm like, what is the best way of doing this? I mean, there's loads of ways of doing something like this, but it's always nice to just find the best way. So what we'll do, we'll create a new for loop, which will loop through all of the elements of area is open dot size I++. So this index starts at 0. In fact, we don't need it to start at 0. We could have it start at 1, because index 0 of this array is nothing. It is set to false, but this value is never going to be used because 0 is basically this corridor that doesn't have a window spawn point. So we don't need to interact with 0 at all, we can just go straight to 1. And this will keep looping until we get to the last index of area is open, and it will increment by 1 for each iteration. Okay. So we're basically just gonna set this to false by default every iteration. So we're setting area is open and the index of whatever we're on currently, so starting at 1, then goes to 2, etc. And we're basically setting them all to false by default. So then we don't have to worry about ever saying whether an area is closed or not down here, whether we're saying area is open to false. We're never going to do that down here, because by default all of these are always going to be false. All we have to worry about down here is whether the area actually is open and whether we're setting it to true. So wait, whoa. I think I am being a bit silly here, because area is open. This variable isn't necessarily going to say whether they can spawn there or not. I'm being very silly at the moment. It's down here that we want this stuff. So basically we're saying level dot area is open. Index in this case will be index because that's the parameter up here, and that equals true. Wait, oh my god, man, what am I doing? I swear this is what I'm always like with code. I'm like, wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Oh my god, how could I do this? I think what is going to be best, to be honest, is if we turned this variable here into a public one that we can use anywhere instead of just this private one. What we can do is create a new array setup here, which will say door is open. So this isn't gonna necessarily say whether the area itself is available for spawning or not. It's just gonna tell us literally whether each door is open or closed. So again, we will put this in here, so we're generating all of the available indexes for the doors, and we'll set them all to false on default because all of these doors are closed on default. And then we're basically going to replace this variable with level.door is open. But of course, it's going to be the opposite for each of these, because at the moment this variable is door is closed. So if we put level.door is open, index equals the opposite of closed on default. How do I do the opposite of that? I don't think it's as simple as that, is it? Maybe? Because the exclamation mark usually means not, so technically if it's not closed on default, it would be the opposite of that. I'm not sure about that. I guess we could try to see if it works. I mean, the other way of doing it would just be making an if statement, like if closed on default equals true, then level.door is open, index equals false, else level.door is open. I'm struggling to type because I've got a new keyboard, which is meant to be quieter than my last one. I bought it specifically for streaming. So yeah, I guess we could just do this instead. I mean, we're only doing it like for one time for every door anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So if closed on default is true, then the door is not open. If closed on default is false, that of course means it's open, so door is open is true. Now we want to replace the rest of these. So if door is open equals false, because we want to do the opposite there, then door is open is true. And again here it's false. So basically what this is doing is we're executing this every time we want to move the door to the other position. So if it's open, we're going to make it closed. If it's closed, we're going to make it open, pretty much. So that is now this variable completely set up. We now know with this array whether each door is open or closed. So now we can use that to help us just work out whether the actual area is open. And I think I'm going to change the naming of this a bit to maybe spawner is available. I think will make more sense here. Spawner is available. So again, we'll just change all of these. So now we're making it so spawner is available is false every time a new iteration starts, and we're simply going to set it to true in here if it needs to be true. We don't have to worry about setting it to false because it's starting on false every single iteration. Okay. Cool. That is wonderful. So basically, if the player is in the center, the ones that will be open, the spawners that will be available will be every single one that has the door open. So what we'll do is get a new function, I guess, which will basically get all the doors that are open, pretty much, and make it so the spawner is available with each of those. So get spawners with doors open for I equals 0, I is less than level dot door is open dot size I plus plus, and we can start 1 on this one because we don't care about index 0. The door 0 doesn't have a spawner, so we don't need to worry about that one. We can just skip it. So we're looping from index 1 to the last index of door is open, and we're incrementing by 1 each iteration of this. So now we're checking whether the door is open or not. If level.door is open with the index being whatever I is currently, if that equals true, then level.spawner is available, the index of I, also equals true, because that door is open, so that spawner is available. And now we simply just have to say here, we'll still output locator C for now. We'll do this after it, so we'll say Fred, or should we do should we do Fred or should we not do Fred? Because basically Fred means we're going to not wait for this to finish and we're going to go straight back up here and check again. I feel like maybe if we do Fred, that could overload it a bit too much. So we won't do Fred. We'll instead say get spawners with doors open. So then the rest of the code here is going to wait until get spawners with doors open, this function actually has finished. How dare you be at work? That's unacceptable. You should be spending your time watching me instead. Working is overrated. But no, that is fine. I forgive you. Okay. So that is gonna be that finished for if the player's in the center. But if they are not in the center and they're at a particular location in one of the cages, we have to check whether that door is open or not. Because if the door is open, then it's going to literally just be this again. Because the zombies can spawn at any of the cages with the doors open, as there's a direct route from the zombie to the player. So we can go ahead and put an if here and say if level.door is open, it would be not I, it would be L, because that is the variable name that we've used for the index of locators. So yes, if level.door is open, L equals true, that means we're just going to be doing this again, because we're setting all of these to open, all of these spawners to true. Yeah, we're setting them all to true because there's direct route. But if the door isn't open and the player is just trapped in the cage, then for this particular player, they can only spawn at the window that's actually in the room with them. So we would say level.spawner is available L equals true. Yeah, I guess money isn't overrated. That is a good point. Okay, so that's good and all. That's the variables all set up. So now what we've got to do is use these, because these are the actual things that tell us whether the player, well, these are the things that tell the game what spawners are actually available. So basically, we're going to want to put all of these to flag clear by default when we do this. So we basically say level flag clear zone and whatever the index is, so plus I. So we're basically telling the game that the zombies can't spawn anywhere at the start of each iteration until we've looped through this and told the game what areas or what spawners are actually available to be spawned at. That's where this comes down here, and we'll change that back to sets. So we're allowing this spawner to be active, well, if the spawner is available here. Now, I don't know necessarily if we're even going to need this spawner is available variable. At the moment it's redundant, but we might need it later on, so we might as well keep it there. And we have to change that to L because that is the index letter we're using for locators here. So that should be it. That should actually all be working. So let us try this out and see. Let us go, go, go. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be this quick, but knowing me, there's probably going to be an error or something. So we will see, I guess. Although one thing we haven't done yet is actually despawned the zombie if it's in an area that isn't accessible. Because at the moment all we've done is made it so zombies can't spawn at an area that isn't open. But if, say, they spawn at an area that is open and then it becomes closed after they spawned there, that zombie is still just going to stand still and do nothing. So that would be the next thing we need to do if this actually works. In fact, while that's loading, because it's taken forever, we might as well start doing that now. And basically, I don't want it so if a zombie needs to be killed off for being out of bounds in an area that's closed, I don't want them to actually ragdoll, because they're not actually dying. They're meant to be just getting teleported away and to another cage. But I don't know if that's actually possible to do, considering these are window barricades. So they have to have, like, they have to spawn at spawner, so their script string gets set to the right thing and all of that, and target name. So what I'm going to do instead is have it so any zombies that need to be teleported will teleport somewhere far away out of bounds, then they'll die, and get added back into the spawn in array. So then they spawn in a place that is actually available. The reason we want to teleport them far away is so we don't hear their death sound. So we'll probably put them underground. We don't want to teleport them anywhere from the sides, because when you teleport a zombie, they don't instantly teleport, they kind of just glide across the screen, so it'll look kind of weird. If we teleport them down below though, you won't see that at all. Oh, you would be surprised. I make loads of fucking errors. But I'm still better than you though. That is true. What is this for? Why is this just randomly here? I don't even know. I can use this as the platform to teleport zombies onto, but of course I need to move it lower because from this height you would likely be able to hear the zombie dying after it's teleported. Okay, well, let's have a look at if this is going to work. I'm running out of water. Oh my god. What am I gonna do? Okay, let's have a look. So, they should only spawn at the moment at whatever one we're going to spawn at when it loads. Locator 12. They should only spawn at this window here. Oh my god, stop lagging! And we can see that indeed seems to be the case. They do just appear there at the moment, and they are meant to. We don't want them coming out of the ground. But it's actually meant to be dark all the way to the back of the corridor, so you're not meant to be able to see that, really. So, if we grab a gun now, so we can actually kill... Oh, yeah, I start with a gun. Derp. If we kill these guys... End the round... It's round 2 now, and technically they shouldn't be able to spawn anywhere because all of these doors are closed. Now if this happens, there is a special event, let's just say, that will happen, where basically all of the doors will open and it will be a jailbreak event, and it will be a pretty difficult thing to deal with. So yeah, as we can see, nothing is spawning. If we go ahead and activate, like that one, number 8, they should all just suddenly spawn here. Maybe. Hello? Are you gonna spawn here or what? Okay, no they're not apparently. Interesting. What have we done wrong? Let's just try opening some other doors. Huh, interesting. Oh, there we go, they're spawning at this one now. Okay. Interesting. So it seems like it's if we're in the cage that they don't spawn. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if we're in the cage and the door's open is when they don't spawn. Let's try this and see. There's one more somewhere, apparently. Where are you? Wherever you are, you shouldn't be there. You're here? This is the one I spawned at, wasn't it? I mean, there's all the bodies there, so it seems so. Number 12. Interesting. Why are you there? Huh. Okay. Let's close this door. And let's go in here and keep the door open and see if they're gonna spawn. They are. I'm wondering though if they are actually spawning at the other two now. They are. Okay.
I was waiting.
So it's the clear flag thing that isn't working, because basically they're just spawning at every place that they have been able to spawn so far. 12 is there. So yeah, they're spawning at 12 again. Now that shouldn't be the case, obviously. Okay. That is very strange. What have we done wrong? Maybe flag clear isn't what we want. I swear it is flag clear though. Flag remove? No, I don't think so. I don't think that is quite right. Let's have a look at the actual built-in script for this. So I believe it's in share raw scripts, shared, and flag shared. Let's have a look. Sets. Is there one for clear as well? There is one for clear. Ah. It's very weird. That is very strange indeed. Unless you can't actually stop them spawning at a barricade once they've already been able to spawn there that same game. I'm trying to think if there's a map I've made that I've actually done something like that, but there aren't really many of my maps that actually use barricades, so that doesn't help. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. There is a toggle one as well. But no, that's not gonna help. That is interesting. I mean, we could maybe... No, not delete the flag, that's for sure. We don't want to do any of that. I guess we could try and get the flag and see if it is actually getting set to false or whatever. Where's clear gone? Hang on. It's up here, I think, isn't it? There. Yeah, so we're setting it to false. Setting it to false there. Okay. Let's try getting it then and see what outputs. Where are we? Area manager. Let us see, let us see. Unless this is wrong. Level flag set zone plus L. Level flag clear. Spawn is available is working, right? Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure if this flag didn't exist, the game would just crash anyway, so I know that can't be the problem. Although, yeah, that could... So basically, if I had went into 0, that game, it probably would have crashed because this could be set to 0 here. So we want to say if L is not equal to 0, then we can do that. And then this one would be fine. So the flag set is definitely working fine. It's the flag clear that isn't working. But why? Why is this happening? What could be the problem? Let's just debug it for zone 1 to start with and see. So level flag gets zone underscore plus 1. No, why am I doing that? What I need to do is that. And why am I doing this in an if? I am being very silly right now. I should be doing this in an hyper9 board, because all we want to do is debug this at the moment and see if zone 1 is actually getting set to the right thing. And while this is loading again, I think I am going to go make tea actually. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back. We are indeed back. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. So this is loaded. We're getting 0 outputs at the moment, which is the same as false, which it should indeed be. Unless we are right now in 1. No, we're in locator 3 at the moment. So locator 1 must be this one, right? Yes. So now this should be 1. The true. No? Oh, they are spawning here though.
Good night.
What the hell have I done this time? Oh my god! What have I done? This can't be happening. Oh, I'm a freaking idiot! I put this straight after I set all of them to false by default, so no wonder it's always outputting 0. It should be down here instead. Yeah, like that. Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to compile again. Typical. Well, not compile, but, you know, link the map. These are zones though, they're not the actual spawners, so I know it is possible to deactivate zones. I know it is possible to deactivate zones again after you've already activated them. Although I can't think if any of my maps I've actually done that in. Let me get up the list of my maps. I've made so many now I lose track. I know I don't do that in Twisted Mansion. Do I in a Subject 412 map? I think I do. I think I do it in that one. Let me get up that one and have a look while I'm waiting for this to load. Although I don't know where it would be in here. Probably the loader one. Chamber loader. Probably in here somewhere. Let me type in flag. Nope, it's definitely not in here. Could be in each individual one. It is not apparently. Or maybe it's just not in Chamber 0. Not in there either. DM Global? Oh yeah, maybe. No, never mind then. This is not. Although that's coming about. Maybe I figured out that this didn't work and I used a different method instead. I feel like there must be a way of doing this though. In here? No. I don't believe it is. There is a clear there, but that's not anything to do with zones. Any other maps that I know of? I do this in Tower Defense 2, no. All of the Shrink, no. Sweet Canyon. I don't think so. I don't know about this. This might be something I have to research more. I wasn't expecting for this to not work, but it wouldn't be a Spike stream without something fucking up. Do 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 do. Oh, hang on, I just have to check something. Okay, and we are loaded in. So it should be 0, unless of course. Oh no! What did I change? I changed to copyright-free music. Imagine that! I don't even have any copyright-free music on there yet anyway. This is locator 14. Close this please. So this is number 1, right? So this should be output in 1 now. It is, okay. Now what if we close this again? Now it's 0 again. So that is working. So now let's try clearing the rounds. Closing this door. And see if they continue to spawn there or not. Open this door just so they actually do have somewhere to spawn. So that is still 0 at the moment. Oh my god, my PC's about to take off. This is too much for it. Yeah, they are still spawning there despite the flag being false. That's so weird. Huh. How does that work? That is very mind-boggling. Treyarch, what are you doing? Why is this happening? Okay. Where are the actual zones in here? Because I have made some out of bound ones. Somewhere out of the map. Because they have to exist, obviously. Otherwise the windows won't function. Where the hell are they? Oh, maybe I have them off. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm pretty sure they are at the side here somewhere. Where are you? You're around here somewhere. I know. Oh, there you are. So yeah, we've got zone 14 to zone 0 here. Or zone 1 rather. But it should be a zone 0 as well, I think. Oh, actually, maybe there isn't a zone 0. Maybe that's just part of the center one. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. Interesting. It's hard to do this because I pretty much never use window barricades in any of my maps. I think Twisted Mansion is actually the first one I've used it in. For a very long time. I don't fully know what I'm doing when it comes to these window barricades. So that's locator 4, which connects straight to the spawner because it's connected to barricade 4. Where's barricade? Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong thing, didn't I? So the script string here is barricade 4. And that's barricade 4. Target name is zone 4 spawners. So that's the thing that zone 4 spawners is the thing that basically tells us whether they can actually spawn here or not. And that should connect straight to this, right? Zone 4 spawners being the target, zone 4 active being the actual target name. And then we use zone and number because that's how we have them defined in here. We've got start zone linker to zone 1 active. That being zone 1, etc. Okay. No, I'm confused. Let me do some research on my other screen here and see if anyone else has had the same kind of issue. Let us see. Yeah, so this guy's saying that you should be able to just use set or and clear like I'm doing, so that is strange. Very, very strange indeed. No, go away. I don't care about this viewers nonsense. God damn it. Okay. This is strange, that's for sure. Nothing else I can find on that. The only other thing I can think of is if I try using set and clear on a different flag, like if I used it on maybe like zone 4 spawners instead. I don't know if that would work. This is pretty difficult, I must say. I mean, I guess I could try that though and see. I don't think it would work, but I'm kind of running out of ideas at the moment. So yeah, let's try that then. What we'll do is for each of these we just want to put in +_spawners at the end. This could crash it if the flag doesn't exist. So I guess we'll just see if it does or not. Then we'll just put spawners here. Oh yeah, and we have to put this down here as well. And I think that's it, all of them. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. Let's try that. This is quite unfortunate, I must say. Is this message still appearing on YouTube? Let's have a look. Oh my god, I hear myself. That's no good. Oh yeah, it does still appear. Let me delete that. Because it's kind of a similar thing with Mario Tower Defense 2, where like they only spawn at like the sides that are actually active, but the thing is with this one I don't use barricades. So how this one works is I just spawn all of the zombies at the bottom of the map, and then they teleport to one of the active ones, but I can't do that in this case because they're barricades. Because usually I would use the script string find flesh, which just means they'll target the player straight away. They don't have to go to a barricade first. Unless there's like a way I can change the script string, like after the zombie spawned, but I've never done that before. So I do not know if something like this is possible. I think that's probably the next thing I should try and do though. Because if I manage to get that working, then I don't even have to use these out of bounds zones at all. I can just get rid of them completely. If I can get that working as well, that means I don't even have to do the whole zombie dying thing if they end up in a location that's blocked off now after they've spawned. Because I could simply just teleport them under the map and then teleport them straight to a new window instead of killing them first and having them respawn. Okay. So let's see if they actually spawn here. I don't think they are. No. Okay. Where's number 1? Is there. Will this change to 1? It does. But they're still not spawning though. So if they're not spawning, then, well, That's clearly not gonna be a solution, unfortunately. So it is script string that I'm looking for, right? Yeah, script string. Let's see if I can find this in like the spawners script or something. I need to try and see where this is actually set to, like how this is being set when the zombie spawns, and I assume it'll probably be in the spawner script, which I should have open somewhere right here. Script string, here we are. Let's go straight to 1. So if it is defined, should skip teardown. Teardown referring to go into a window, I guess. Interesting. Well, let's just keep going and see. What is this in? Zombie find nodes. I think this is definitely the script we're looking for then. Do zombie rise. Okay. Where is this output from? This isn't zombie find nodes, so I assume this is executed straight after the zombie actually spawns. Well, this might actually be before the zombie spawns, to be fair. Let's define self.script string. I don't know, man. I don't know. So that's not executed from a script. I might as well get rid of that spawners bit that we added. just Control Z all this, because that doesn't work. That's fine. I do not know. Oh my God. This might have to be an end stream moment, so I can actually have a think about this. Because I'm not really sure how to do this any other way. I mean, I feel like there has to be a way that I can disable a barricade. But clearly I'm just doing it wrong. And as I'm not really experienced with these barricades, I have no clue why this, how I can actually do this. If it is even possible, that is. Like, I might be just searching for something that isn't even possible. But that's a little bit silly if it's not possible. That would just be another Treyarch moment, I guess. Yes, so I think I'm going to end the stream there for now, but if I manage to figure this out tonight, I might stream again later. Yes, I think I shall do that then. I was hoping to actually stream for a few hours tonight, but I wasn't expecting to find a problem like this that I have no clue how to fix. So yes, I shall end the stream for now anyway. Thank you all for watching, and maybe I shall see